Hello and welcome to WMT Reviews. I am Wiseman Tanofsky, and today we are moving on to the next part of our 11 Doctors series with this, the 8th Doctor. Now we get the fluff out of the way nice and quickly. The 8th Doctor was portrayed by Paul McGann, and until his recent cameo in the run-up to the 50th anniversary, he only ever appeared in the 1996 Doctor Who movie. His personality was deeply affected by an amnesia storyline, in that he knew he was something different, but he didn't know what he was until he worked it all out in a great big sudden rush of, oh good god, I'm the Doctor, and oh my god, I must go and save the universe. Have a quick look at the head sculpt here. I've got to say, since the days of the first, second and third figures, these head sculpts are getting kind of lazy. There's no real detail in there at all. The hair is great, love the hair, but he looks more like Gaius Baltar from the Battlestar Galactica series than he does Paul McGann. Have a look down at the attire here. It's very plain but very classy looking. Obviously it's the costume that he borrowed from that guy who was going to a Millennium Party. As I say, it's nothing to shout about really, but it's very nice. It suits him very well. It's very well moulded and very well painted. For some reason the 8th Doctor is supplied with his sonic screwdriver, even though he didn't have it for the entirety of the film. It was taken off him as part of his belongings when he died as the 7th Doctor, and then he didn't get it back until the end, so I don't really know why he's got it at all. I can't particularly think of another accessory he could have had instead, but maybe a TARDIS key? I don't know. But accessory. Same plastic, same design. It just looks like a silver version of the 4th and 5th Doctor's sonic screwdriver. But it does fit nicely into his right hand. Now in terms of posability, the head will not move, yet again. Don't know what's going on here. Shoulders will go all the way around. There is a swivel at the bicep, you get where I'm going with this. Bend at the elbow. There is a twist in the waist. The legs will go forwards, they will not go back because of the coat. There is a swivel at the thigh, and on this figure it works. There is a bend at the knee, which will barely bend at all. And there's no posability in the feet. One thing I do want to talk about with this figure is this. One of his legs is clearly longer than the other. He will not stand up straight, he will just wobble between the two. You'll have to find a position where you can make it so that the positioning of the leg joint makes the legs the same length. And he'll often be standing at a slant. It looks kind of silly. I think it's this leg that's the longer one. I can't really tell from looking at it. But this leg seems to be the one that goes down first, and then that leg is still up a bit. Don't get it. Seems a bit lazy, but what can you do? As such, this is a very disappointing figure, unfortunately. And for that, I'm going to have to knock it down on some points, down to a 5.5 on the Alsometer, unfortunately, because I'm someone who does enjoy that movie, and I did like his incarnation of the Doctor, but this figure is just meh. It's not very well done, it's kind of lazy. It feels like figures like the 6th Doctor and this Doctor, and maybe even the 7th Doctor, they got hit with compromises so they could put more detail into the last 3, because they're the ones that everyone knows. Well, some of us know all of the Doctors. That's why we're buying the box set with all 11 Doctors in it. So, unfortunately, a 5.5 on the Alsometer for the figure of the 8th Doctor. I've been Wiseman Tanofsky, this has been WMT Reviews, thank you very much for watching.